Bro, today, in this day and age right now, it is really freaking risky. It is really risky to come out with a truth or to lie on somebody. Because it's like there are some people who will just turn you away, or others who will paint you as the villains, and you have others that will believe you, and that is so freaking terrifying. Because what that truly shows me is that whether you're lying or not, really truth, I wouldn't even say truth is subjective. It is truly dependent on whether or not someone has the evidence to prove. It's like you can have somebody be essayed and yet no one believes them. And on that same regard, you can have somebody lying to another person about this specific person doing something to them when they didn't. And what's so freaking weird about it is how you will literally have people place fake evidence at the scene of the crime, get so many people involved in this, and yet still have people not believe you. And on that same regard, you can have a whole bunch of people believe you. And it's really that freaking weird. Because we're in a society where the unpredictable can truly happen. Like anybody can lie on you and anybody can tell the truth about you. And yet, depending on the person and the group of people, no one will believe you or everyone will believe you. And so it's in that type of regard, we truly have to get together and just be like, okay, what is truly the defining factor on whether or not a person is lying or a person is telling the truth? Because at the end of the day, a person can really look you dead in your face and straight up lie to you. And you can have another person look you dead in your face and tell you the truth. And they can both have the same cadence, the same rhythm, and everything can be the same. And yet the intentions and what they keep on deep inside their heart can be the one defining factor that truly separates whether or not a person is lying or not. And so, in talking about this, I want to get the conversation started. How will we truly know, especially if we know that evidence can be faked, certain evidence? How can we go about proving whether or not a person that's lying to us is actually lying? Or if a person that's telling the truth is actually telling the truth? And how can we prove that a person that's telling the truth isn't lying? And how can we prove that a liar isn't telling the truth? Because in this messed up freaking world where politicians are literally paying people off so that they can remain silent, we truly have to be cautious and careful with who we bring around certain people. Because in this messed up world, again, we're in for a freaking rebirth. That's what's happening right now. However, when we're talking about something that is literally life-changing for a person, to have a truth be a truth and a lie be a lie, and to have that distinction between truth and lie, and knowing how that person's cadence is, and knowing their actions, and knowing that other people have similar actions, and knowing that they cannot be categorized because of this context. You feel what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of details and nuance and specific pins on that board that you have to take into consideration in each and every case for a specific person. Because you can have a situation where this person may seem like they're lying, but then you have this one piece of information that's like, oh, a person wouldn't be doing that if they were lying. You feel what I'm saying? And then you have a person that can come with truth, but then they just slip up that one time. And the one time they slip up, that's when you're like, let me keep an eye on them. And then that's when you see the red flags. So it's like in doing that and in trying to gain clarity as much as you can, doing the most, that's how you can find who's lying and who's telling the truth. But cops and the FBI and the detectives are not going that far. They're not willing to go that far for each and every household, for each victim, for each person who died, who didn't have to die. The police department don't go that far for people. And it's truly sad. Because instead of just looking into a situation more, keeping more eyes on people, or at the very least documenting as much as you can, you're essentially just going off of somebody else's word and you're just running with it. And that's such a terrible position to be, because what happens when you're trying to tell the truth and nobody believes you? You feel what I'm saying? What happens when you try to go run to the people who you see as safe and they don't believe you? And what happens when a gang of thugs just automatically believe you and all of a sudden they just cause havoc? And that one's an extreme case, but it's still in the realm of possibility, especially what we've learned this time. in the freaking Epstein files. Something that twisted can happen, you know dang well that's in the realm of possibility. And likewise, to end this off, we have to truly invest more time in seeing whether or not a person is truly lying or not. Because constantly going for something or constantly just doing things rapidly over and over and over and over and over again, like constantly dismissing a person, constantly believing a person without fact checking, that can really get people jammed up. And we have actual real cases on these police files that actually have people get jammed up. And it's because of that fact alone. That's why we have to have these detectives. We have to have new detectives, new people in this police station, new FBI members, and actual people who care. We have to have people who care. Otherwise, a person literally, and I'm not finna speak this because this can literally happen to anybody. A person in your family, in your neighbor's families, in your girlfriend's family, whoever the case may be, a person may be lied upon, or a person may have done something to them that the police department just isn't believing. And it's that sad fact that you have to search into it more. You have to gain evidence more. And sometimes you have to draw it out. Sometimes you really have to draw out that evidence so that you can put it right in front of the right people so that they can get the right things done, you know? Sometimes it truly isn't about what a person is saying, what a person is doing, and it's more about drawing out that evidence. Because once you're able to draw out that evidence, you're able to convict that person, because no matter if they have people in their corner, there is no way that you can dispute what's right in front of you. And that's the type of evidence that I want for every freaking victim that had to suffer. For every victim that had to suffer, I want evidence that even if a liar said that's a lie, you'll look at them crazy like they're insane. That's the type of proof I want. I want proof that is so irrefutable that when you look at it and you look at the details and you look at the credited sources and you look at the physical sources, you're like, yeah, that's truth. Because it's backed up by so much that if you try to detest one, you gotta detest all. And this is where we have to be in terms of detective work. And if you are a detective and you're not willing to go the extra mile for these people who actually depend on you, to actually go the extra mile to find that little bit of evidence, irrefutable evidence that can help them and help their freaking family. If you're not able to go that far, then you don't deserve that freaking badge. Wait, and take that off your freaking shirt. You who don't even go far for the victims and you don't even seek to try to get truth, you don't even deserve that freaking badge on your freaking chest. So instead of you trying to have all this freaking pride over a freaking badge, actually take the chance. Actually take those extra few steps to try to help a family out. Instead of always believing the police department because y'all are funneling funds to each other, this, that, and the third. Actually put in effort. Because the moment that you do not put in effort to hear out a single person, you are doing that to multiple other people who can come with similar cases. And when you do that, you have failed your freaking job. And I hope your title gets restricted. And I hope and I pray that that title gets taken from you. Because that's a title you do not deserve. That title of a detective, of a police officer, of an FBI agent, you don't deserve that. You're supposed to be better for this country. And yet you choose to sit on the sidelines just because you don't want to go the extra mile. You're a disgrace to all America. And I'm going to leave it at that. And as always, stay peaceful, blessed, a miracle up, and know that you will appreciate what's taken care of by divine one above all, a high source, God, as well as everyone that truly and genuinely and deeply cares about you deeper than their souls. Always remember that here you are loved. We care about you here. If no one else does, we do. I do. Know that no matter what, we are always here to give you that listening ear. Don't be afraid to talk to us or with us. We're always here for you, especially when you need it. Community tab is always on YouTube. Hit it up. We're here for you, especially when you need someone to talk to. And if you have a story out there that you want to tell, here's a safe space for you. When you have no one else that'll believe you, come with us. We'll believe you, okay? And don't forget to smile today, okay? Okay, okay, not coming for this hole. I should be so